Hi, my name is Sunday. In this video, I'll be talking about documents needed to apply for Italian citizenship. For those people who want to apply for Italian citizenship, some people don't know how to go about it. So in this video, we're looking at what exactly you need to put in place before you can apply for Italian citizenship. So let's get straight into it. So these are the documents that you need to put in place, prepare before you can apply for Italian citizenship. Let's go through it one after the other. It says, number one, passport. Your nationality passport or refugee passport. Your nationality passport, if for instance you have normal residence permit, normal sojourner, so you need your nationality passport, your country's passport. You need to have it. Then those ones that are refugee, maybe because there are some people that after 5 years of residence, especially those ones that have asilo, which is refugee status, asilo documents. Those people, after 5 years of residence, they have rights to Italian citizenship. So if they have other documents, I'll be listing as well. So those people, they don't need their nationality passports. They need that their UN passport, that their refugee status passports. That is what they need. So they don't have access because they can't go to their embassy to do their nationality passport. So that's the reason why they only have access or need their refugee passports. For those who are having subsidiary, those people, they need their nationality passport. It's only those ones that have asilo. I say it again. Only those ones that have asilo, refugee status. Those people are the only ones to use their UN passports or their refugee passport. Other people, you need your nationality passport. Number two, identity card, which is your carta di identità. You must have it. Your carta di identità, you must have it before you apply for it. These are things you need. Then number three, tax code, which is your codice fiscale. So you also need your codice fiscale as well. Then number four, residence permit, which is your permesso di soggiorno. So you need your sojourner as well. So before you can apply for Italian citizenship. Now, everyone listen to this. Let's go straight into this one. There are some type of permesso soggiorno that don't need B1 exam because B1 exam is not written here. Let me break it down. If you have carta soggiorno, the one they call illimitata, or the one that is 10 years document, carta soggiorno, the one that is 10 years document, the new one, on it, they will write UE. Anyone written UE, go and check your carta soggiorno or your long-term permits. The one written UE, you don't need to write B1 exam before you can apply for Italian citizenship. That is it. Other people, for instance, maybe your wife, maybe is Italian citizen, or your husband is Italian citizen, or your mother, your father is Italian citizen. They give you that family documents, maybe the paper type, that carta type or that paper type. Even though it's 5 years carta soggiorno, if UE is not written on it, you have to do exam B1 before you can apply for Italian citizenship. So how do you go about it? The only way to go about it now, there's law that is going on that you have rights to change that your paper carta soggiorno that your husband gave to you, that your wife gave to you, that paper carta soggiorno, you can change it to the new one now. Just go to CAF. You don't need anything to change it. Possibly, definitely, yeah, you're still going to need booster pagan code. You have to change it to the new one. On the new one, they will write UE. You don't need exam to change it. Get that? You don't need hardware to change. Just go there. Tell them you want to convert, you want to change it to the new carta soggiorno. So they will change it for you and write UE on it. So with that, you don't need B1 exam to apply for Italian citizenship. That's it. People that are using asilo documents, they must do B1 exam before they apply for it. That's it. Asilo document, you need B1. Except you go and convert it to Carta Sojourner, then they will now write UE on it. With that, you can apply for Italian citizenship. Then, number 5, family status, which is stato di famiglia. This one needs to be taken from your commune, where you have residence in your commune. You need to go and get that family status. Then, number 6, historical residence certificate, which is Certificato di Residenza Storica. So, this one, it's talking about how your residence has been, the history of your residence. Even if you have been in Padova before and now you are not in Torino, or you have been in different cities, 3 or 4, 5 cities, there's no problem. The history is just when you started the city and when you left that city. When you started another city and when you left the other city. So on this place, this is where some people always have problem, because sometimes there will be holes in their residence. Or maybe their residence, they might not know, they leave one city to another. They did not have time to go and change their residence. So before they know it, their residence has been cancelled, or there's now holes. They call it holes of residence. With that, that can also hinder you of getting your Italian citizenship. But on this, you have to know when you started and when you left. So for you to have proper knowledge about it, or proper accurate knowledge about it, you also need to go to your commune. Go and tell them that you need the history of your residence. Tell them you need the Certificato di Residenza Storico. You can go to different communes that you have been before, even if now 5 communes. Go to them one after the other. Another thing you can also do, if you have their phone number, you can just type it on Google. This time around, technology has made things easy. Type it on Google, the name of that commune, their phone number, and everything will show. Just call them, tell them you are so and so person. This is my name. This was the address I was before. I was living in so and so via. Please, I want to know the history of my residence. I need the certificate of my residence, of my history of residence. So they will tell you when you started the commune and when you left, even though they did not give you the certificate, because currently majority of the things are going to be done online. They only need the dates. The date you started in that commune, the date you left that commune, then the date you started another commune, the date you also left. That is the history of your residence. So you need to have that. As if you have been in one commune, just go straight to that commune. Has them, so they will give it to you. So the 7th one, annual income, which is your ready to annually or your code. So this one also matters as well. Let me also break this one down. Listen very well. This one person, if it's just you alone here in Italy, you need approximately 9,000 euros ready to. So they are not talking about the money in your account. They are talking about the amount of money that you will be collecting from your salary every month, from January to December. January to December. If, for instance, they are paying you 1,000 euros in your working place, and you work from January to December, so times it, January to December, 1,000 euros times 12, approximately 12,000. There are other things that need to be added to. Sometimes I won't get to 13,000 or 14,000. So that's how they calculate your annual income, your yearly income. You understand? So that's it. So you're ready to. You need 3 years ready to, not just 1. 3 years, meaning you must have been working for complete 3 years. 3 years ready to. For those ones in autonomous, 3 years declaration of your autonomous, 3 years ready to. One person is approximately 9,800 and something, so approximately 9,000. Then if you have maybe plus your husband, even if your husband is not applying, or even though your wife is not going to apply, but as far as you are living together, they calculate it together. They calculate it as well. So anybody that have anybody under him, maybe your husband or your wife, it is plus 3,000. Whoever you have, your wife or your husband, is 3,000. Then any minor child you have, any children you have, it is plus 500. So now let's do an example. Example is this. Let's say you, your wife, and just one child. It's going to be, even if you are the one applying, your wife is not up to 10 years, you are the one applying. You need 9,000 plus your wife's own, 3,000, then 500 for your child own. So 500. If you have other children, plus 500. That's how they calculate it. The same thing with those ones that have autonomous. The same thing with those ones that are also having asilo, almost everybody. So that is it. So why those ones that maybe they want to apply through their wife's own, maybe their wife have citizenship already, or their husband have citizenship already, they don't need code, they don't need annual income, they don't need booster package, they don't need any of those things. So that's it. So then the eighth one, we talked about criminal certificate, certificato penale. This one, everyone got to do it, whether you are applying through your husband because your husband is a citizen, or through your wife, whoever. Everyone need this criminal certificate. You need it. Those ones that are asylum holders, refugees, they don't need to go to their country to do it. They need to do it here in Italy by going to their high court or so. So that is it. They need to do it because they can't go to their country to do it. Why other people, everyone, you have to go to your country, or you can do it through your embassy. There's a way they also do it through your embassy, but anyhow, you need to do it from your country. And it needs to also be legalized. Whether you do it through your embassy or not, it needs to be legalized in your country, in Italian embassy in your country. That is it. After they have legalized it, it expires for 6 months. It's valid for only 6 months. So you need to quickly bring it to use it to make application for Italian citizenship. So that's it. Then the ninth one is 16 euros revenue stamp, which is Marca da Bollo. So you also need it as well. Then 250 euros postal bulletin. So you also need this one as well. This one needs to be paid when making the application. So that's the last one for those ones who are doing it through marriage. Marriage certificate, certificato di matrimonio. So that is it. Those ones doing it through marriage. If you are not doing it through marriage, you don't need it. If you are not getting the citizenship through your husband that is a citizen, or through your wife that is a citizen, you don't need this one. So even though you are married, you have wife, you don't need this one. So that's it. So this is things or some of the documents you need to apply for Italian citizenship. So like what I said, that's code. It's very important, because even if it's not up to, it will become a problem in the future. It's better it's up to. Another thing I also let you know as well, if you manage, now everyone listen to this, if you manage to get 12,500, because it's just at the moment you, your wife, and just one child, and it's going to take 2, 3, 4 years for the citizenship will be granted. If in the next year after you have just applied now, in the next year, your wife now put to bed, now it's supposed to be plus 500, because the code you use in applying did not cross. It becomes a problem. So if you know you are planning to have children ahead, it's better you even do or declare ready to that is higher. There are some people that will say, okay, let me just declare ordinary my own. You declare only your own. What if tomorrow you not get married? Or tomorrow you not bring your children? Or tomorrow you not bring your wife? Some people just want to quickly apply because their ready to is very low. So they want to quickly apply. After they have applied, they now bring in their wife. Dear, look at it. If you quickly apply with ordinary 9,000 euros ready to, if you bring your wife into Italy from Africa, wherever, you do recongimental family, you bring your wife to join yourself here, and you have already applied. Now your wife's one supposed to be 3,000. When you apply, you will have ordinary 9,000 or 10,000. Because your wife is now included to you, it can become a barrier, because you're ready to, you applied with was ordinary 9,000 or 10,000, and now you have wife under you. That is a new decree that is on board. People don't know about it. After you have applied, they are still calculating the reddit of your present family. That's it. Some people, they will just apply and forget about it and travel elsewhere and stop working. The current law that is still on ground that has been affecting many people, of which they don't know. They'll be thinking they have applied, they'll just leave it, they'll just abandon it. Before they know it, it will not come out on what will be happening to it. If you apply with redditor of 9,000, just you alone, and your redditor did not cross 10,000, if you apply just like that, and you now later have family, it becomes problem because your redditor did not reach. So currently, they will want you to bring another redditor that will not cover the whole family. You quickly, if you have applied like that now, you have brought in your family. If you have redditor that is not higher than, by God's grace, you have redditor that is not higher than, you need to go and attach it to your application. That's it. Another group of people, they will just apply, they will stop their job, they will stop their work, they will not be collecting any salary again, or collecting any redditor again. It was before, 5 or 10 years ago, when you make application for Italian citizenship. If you do it at the end time, maybe you just collected your last code, maybe your work just finished, you can quickly apply, and at the end, you still get your Italian citizenship. But now, when you apply, you are still expected to still be working, to still be reading it, whether you are still working or not. If you stop your work after applying, you will not have access to, and they will not grant it to you. So you got to know that is what has been hindering many people. They don't know about it. So if you make applications, still continue working, still continue. Make sure that you're ready to. Is still higher or almost above, always above. There are some people, even though they are even still working, they are still working, but now their work now reduces. Some people, they use autonomous to make declaration just for 3 years autonomous to quickly apply. After they apply, so they now cut the autonomous. Look at it to also affect. So you need for that autonomous to still continue. If you are only in autonomous, I use autonomous to apply. You did a declaration, after you apply, you just cut your autonomous. It's not good, it's going to affect. So what you need to do, still carry on with that autonomous until your citizenship gets to your hand. If you don't already collect your citizenship, then you can cut anything off. You can stop your work if you want to stop, if it's not good for you. You can stop your autonomous if you want to stop your autonomous. So that is it. That is it. The new decree, the new law that is on ground. Many people don't know about it. That's it. When you apply, you should still expect it to still keep on with the way it was before you apply. If you have children, it needs to be higher. If you have other people under you, it needs to be higher. So that is it. So I hope that is clear. So everyone, you got to check that. If you have applied already, you have children, and your rate that you used in applying was lower then, and now you have 2-3 children, you're still waiting for citizenship application, other things. So what you need to do, you need to quickly go and make declaration. Your code needs to be higher. If your code is not higher, you can go and declare autonomous to make it higher to complete it. So that is as well. So you might also be asking, what about I'm working, my house is not enough, my wife is working? Yes, you can combine code. Even if your wife is not the one applying, but she's working, she's in that house, you can combine the Redditor together and make application. That's it. Thank you, and God bless you. Bye.